Namaste, my beautiful angels. Welcome to this beautiful solar eclipse that we're having today. It's a new moon solar eclipse, and so I thought I would jump on. I never got a chance to do my weekly reading. I did do a quick synopsis of each horoscope sign and how this, solar eclipse will affect each sign, but the video became too long and I was unable to do my weekly reading. So I'm doing it now. Thank you so very much for joining me here today. So, this new moon solar eclipse reading is for the week of September 22nd to September 28th. Now, I just want to give a little bit about the solar eclipse and then get right into the reading. This is a very powerful solar eclipse. It is a time of rebirth, and in that there is a karmic stance as well. So we will be having to let go of the old so that we can embrace the new. It's a time of rebirth. This is also a very potent time for wealth creation, letting go of things that are no longer serving us in regards to our finances, including negative thoughts and things, thinking about our finances. And you could be finding that certain things that have been bothering you, whether it be in finances, whether it be in relationships, or whatever area it could be in, your health, there will be a lot of darkness or fear or doubt or anxiety coming up about these things, and to just hold space for these thoughts that are coming up, and they are coming up so that they can be released, so that you can live the highest divine expression of yourself. Eclipses are effective for 6 months. They're powerful, and we just had a lunar eclipse in Pisces on September 7th. Eclipses are quite powerful in that they can take things completely out of our life. That could be people, circumstances, situations, but they can also bring the new. So whatever's leaving our lives at this time, know that it's time to bid a farewell to those things that aren't serving us anymore. Now, there's just a few things that I want to talk about that are very, very important around the time of this new moon. It's a partial solar eclipse, so there'll be a balance between the light and the dark. Have patience with the darkness, the negative thoughts that are coming up, but make an aware stance that you will release this negativity or these negative thoughts, feelings, doubts, whatever it is that's coming up at this time. This portal, which is a portal, is very big for ancestral karmic healing that we need to do in this lifetime, that has come from previous lifetimes, okay? And one really good way for us to clear our karma is through service, So whatever that looks like for you, if you are able to help someone else, even, we've all heard that saying, and it was very prominent in my household, but charity always starts at home. But extend that charity out. So whatever act of kindness or support or service you can do for others, do it wholeheartedly. Volunteering at your place of worship, anywhere and anyhow you're able to give, do it in whichever capacity. And that includes helping our animals, helping our lands and our waters, anything to do with Mother Earth and any sentient being, okay? So if you want to cleanse your karma, self-service is going to be extremely important at this time. Take time to do breath work, to meditate, especially today. But it's at full peak today, the full new moon solar eclipse, but the energy is potent for the week before and the week after. So really take this time to meditate, to pray, to set your intentions on what you want to manifest moving forward. Also, because Mercury plays a very big role in the mix, and Mercury is all about communication, be very careful with your communication, whether written, verbal. Check everything, especially financial statements. Make sure you make a list and you check everything, because that could be of quite benefit to all of us financially. Letting go of subscriptions maybe that we don't need anymore, things that are automatically coming out of our accounts that we don't even know are there. Just be aware of communication. Now, one last thing that I want to share with everybody before I go into this week's reading for the 22nd of September to the 28th is the power of salt. Now, I use this in my own home, and I'm sharing this with all of you because of how much it helps. And salt is a very, very powerful tool that has been used for centuries and among different cultures in the world. Salt cleanses energy. So because a lot of things are coming up for each of us at this time, I would advise, or suggest, I should say, getting a small glass without a lid, and filling that glass up 3/4 of the way with salt. Light a candle and hold that glass of salt in your hands and declare that you ask the beautiful energy of the salt to take all negativity from you, any negative energy that is coming to you from others, anything that is coming up from yourself or that is being sent to you, vibrations of others, any negative energy, hooks, drains, curses, you could say anything that is holding you back in your life. And ask with graciousness that the salt take this negative energy from you. And once you have done that, and make sure you light the candle, and you decree that I ask the sacred element of salt to take all negative energy from my body, my mind, my spirit, my soul that may be coming to me from others. And I mean, vibrations are everywhere. And then take that glass of salt, do not cover it up, and put it somewhere at the very back of your freezer where it cannot be touched. And allow the freezer to then freeze the negative energy that has been accumulated from the salt, because salt is an amazing tool for releasing negative energy. So once you've done this ritual, you sit down, you meditate, you give thanks for the salt, you light your candle, and you ask the salt to release all negativity from your life, from your body, your mind, your spirit. Put that salt in the freezer, somewhere in the back where it can't be touched. Leave the glass completely uncovered. Make sure that nobody touches that salt. That's very important. And leave that salt in your freezer for 7 days. After 7 days, take that salt out, and you can run that salt, the salt in the glass, run it into a stream of water. It can be a river, any place that is flowing water. For those that don't have access to a stream or to a lake or any sort of flowing water, you can take that salt and say thank you as you release the salt even into your sink while running water for a good amount of time, so that salt completely clears into all the pipes in the system and it's gone. Okay, very, very important. Another thing I'm gonna, suggest and highlight is cleansing and clearing your home of, anything. Vacuum, do your floors, organize, clean your closets, clean your office, your space. Light incense, light sage or Palo Santo, walk around your house inviting the highest love and light to enter your space. and call in the energy of the archangels, the ascended masters, whoever you believe in. I believe in all ascended masters and God source, and I invite them into my home daily through this ritual. So do that. And once you've cleaned your home, and again, you can do this for the next week, but please make sure to do it because it will bring a lot of positive energy to your home and to your life, to your family, to your pets, your children, your grandchildren. It will also open up the portals of abundance to come into your home. Another thing, that once your home is completely cleaned, you want to take again a glass container, no lid, and put it somewhere by your door, on the left side of your door, as if you're looking into the door of your home. Put the glass container on the left side of your home. And somewhere that may be in the corner where nobody will really notice it, you can take 3 glass containers or even 4 filled with salt. Please make sure that the salt is either sea salt or Himalayan salt, because those are the purest forms of salt that you can use. And also for when you use it in the freezer, do not use table salt because it's iodized. And put that salt in main spaces where people are. So if it's your living room, you might want to put the glass container of salt on your dining or your living room table. If it's your dining room, if there's a balcony or another exit or entrance to your house that people use often, you can put a container of salt there. It's a miracle. I have no other way to say, but leave that salt there for 7 days. Alternatively, or in addition to, you can put salt in your bedroom, preferably by your nightstands. And that will also cleanse all negative energy in your home, in your room, and even while you're sleeping. Negative thoughts, negative dreams, all of that. And this will cleanse your space to allow abundance into your life, to allow joy, to allow peace into your home. All right? So I want to leave you with that little bit of manifestation ritual technique that I do during the time of a full moon, a new moon, but nothing more powerful than an eclipse, okay? And a new moon, solar eclipse, is a very powerful time to use this salt and do those rituals. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me this week. If you enjoy my readings, please make sure to like, share, subscribe. Join me on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook page, and any of my social media links. Leave me some comments because it always helps me. It helps us to balance the energy because I'm giving you something. By you sharing and liking, you're also sharing that beautiful energy with me. Thank you so very much. So now for today's reading, I have put 3 decks in front of me, as you can see. And each of these decks have a stone. So the first deck has the rose quartz. The second deck has the jade stone. And then we have lapis lazuli here. So I'm going to start by shuffling these cards to give you this week's reading. So this is the first deck. And I'll just quickly give you this reading. Shuffle these cards. Card 1. Card 2. Card 3 for the first suit. For the second suit with the jade stone, card 1, card 2, and that wanted to come out, so card 3. And for the very last deck with the lapis lazuli, Powerful, powerful stones. These stones are extremely powerful and can bring amazing energy into your life. So I'll give you a little bit about what each of these stones mean. Okay, so for the first, it's going to be this one. Perfect. So here we have suit number 1. Suit number 2. And suit number 3. There we go. Perfect. So I'm just going to flip my screen and I'm going to take the rose quartz and place it here. I'm going to take the jade stone and place it here. And I'm going to take the lapis lazuli and place it under 3. So rose quartz, jade, and lapis lazuli. 1, 2, and 3. All right. So let me flip my screen here. Bear with me. All right, there we go. So let's go with the first suit. For those of you, my darlings, that picked the suit of 1. And if you haven't yet picked, feel free now to go with the suit that is most calling for you at this time. So first and foremost, before I give you your messages for this week, the stone that came with the suit of 1 is the rose quartz. And the rose quartz is all about love. It's about self-love. It's about compassion. It's about emotional healing. It's about inner peace. It fosters positive relationships. And it soothes anxiety and stress in our lives. So having a rose quartz can bring a lot of benefit. And if any of these things are an ailment for you, then you might want to take a piece of rose quartz and just keep that with you at all times in your pocket. You know, hold on to it throughout the day. Give thanks to the beautiful stone for its healing properties, okay? So rose quartz is extremely, extremely powerful. Now for those of you, my darlings, that picked the suit of 1. Okay, so for those of you that picked the suit of 1, the very first card that you got is employment change. So there are most definitely going to be some sort of changes in your life in relation to employment. And say you're retired and you're not working, then there could be changes to something that you're doing that's like work that you're not getting paid for. It could be voluntary service. It could be service in a place of worship. It could be a whole different type of service to animals. But there is a change coming in your employment field. And the career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes that will support your dreams. Now, you know, I do feel that whatever you are going to be guided into, or whatever it is that you are going to be doing, it's something that will, you know, bring out that passion in your life. It'll bring purpose into your life. So trust that the changes that are happening right now in your vocation, in your service, will help you release the old that's no longer working in your life, and it'll help you to welcome the new blessings, okay? And you are being supported on this new direction or this new life path, whether it be employment, whether it be service, whether it be learning to do something new. you are being guided along this path. So there's some big changes coming in for those of you that pick the suit of one. I'm also hearing Spirit say, don't rush to pick something. If you're looking for a job, don't rush. Really think about what you love doing. For example, if you're a person who loves helping other people, and that's just something in your soul calling, then perhaps, and you may be looking in a different direction, but perhaps Spirit is guiding you to look in a direction of more service in which will fulfill you, that can help others while you also make money doing what you love. Okay? So don't rush. And this is a time during this solar eclipse, new moon solar eclipse, to be very patient, because things that are, dark could be coming up, and they could be balancing slowly with the light. Okay, so just be calm and meditate and let whatever comes up come up. Okay, the second card you got, my darlings, for the ones that picked the suit of one, perfectionism. So very, very beautiful card. And you're being told that no matter which way you go, whether in service, whether in employment, whether in a life path, whether in learning, okay, it's very important. It's good that you fine tune your talent, your skill, your knowledge base, whatever it is, but do not allow perfectionism to halt you. So, if you're not getting something right away, for example, if it's a job you're in or it's learning you're doing and you just don't understand it, remember, it's one step at a time. So give yourself that patience, give yourself that grace. If you're not understanding certain concepts or not getting something right away, that's okay. That's part of the process. So let go of perfectionism. Just go with one foot in front of the other as you're guided. Don't be a perfectionist, and Spirit will open the doors for you. What amazing, amazing messages. And for the very last card, for those of you that picked the suit of one, it's serenity. Serenity. Beautiful, beautiful card. So those of you that picked the suit of one, there's some big changes happening in your life direction. And this could be scary. There could be a lot of fear, anxiety, things going on in this regard. You're asking not to be, you're asking to not be a perfectionist as you go through this process, but you're also being asked to take time for serenity, to nurture your body, your mind, your spirit, to sit and contemplate, to ask the universe, to ask God, ask Spirit, ask your guides and angels to direct you, to guide you. When we're focused on certain things that aren't positive, whether it's like news or whatever, something that's not positive, it lowers our vibration. So you're being asked to sit in serenity, in quietude, in peace, ground yourself, breathe as you walk, and ask the universe for guidance as you move forward. What amazing and beautiful messages for those of you that picked the suit of one. And again, your stone for this week is rose quartz. Beautiful. Now for those of you, my darlings, that picked the suit of two. So for the suit of two, the stone that was on the suit of two is jade. Now, jade is a very powerful manifestation stone. It increases fortune. Jade also helps us in grounding our energy. So if you're feeling too much up in your head, hold a piece of jade. It will ground you. It helps us with enhanced maturity. So if there's things in our life that are not a part of who we really are anymore, it'll help us to see the reality of that. And especially in relationships. So, what have we done that is not really a part of us anymore? What do we need to let go of? How can we make our relationships better? Through compassion, through kindness, through generosity, through honesty, through trust. So jade is very good for that. And finally, and I don't think it needs to be said, but jade is extremely good for luck and for happiness. Okay, beautiful. So for those of you, my darlings, that picked the suit of 2. Now, I think I kind of mixed these ones up a little bit. So let me see if I can, yeah. Okay, there we go. So for the very first card that each of you got that picked the suit of 2, it's ideas and inspiration. So there will be a download, especially during this powerful time of this new moon solar eclipse, of downloads, inspiration, guidance that's coming to you. You could be seeing repeated numbers, whether 222, I'm hearing 111, 555, whatever the numbers are, they'll be coming and they'll be repetitive. You'll be getting clear signs. You may see something somewhere or read something on a truck or on a license plate. You may speak to somebody, and certain ideas and inspirations are going to come to you. And I feel like this is about a certain direction of your life, whether that be relationship, whether that be something that you're wishing to do moving forward, but ideas and inspirations are coming. And a very good thing that each of you can do is talk to your guardian angel, because we all have one, and ask your guardian angel to give you ideas and directions that are very clear in regards to whatever it is that you're needing ideas and direction for, okay? The second card you got is journaling. So you're being asked to then take these inspirations, these ideas that are coming from the divine, from your guardian angels, guides, and write them down. Write them down, because when we write things down, we set them. We set that intention. So it's one thing to think, but when we write down, that is when it sets it into, I guess you could say, into stone, where it manifests easily. So especially if you're doing a manifestation ritual today, like I had mentioned the salt ritual at the beginning, lighting a candle, asking for what you want to release, write it down. You can also use salt to bring things to you. Salt is miraculous. So you can put salt in a glass with the cleanest water you have, filtered water, and stir it, I would say 7 times clockwise. And then on a little piece of paper or a tissue paper, write 3 things that you want to manifest. Fold it 3 times towards you and fold it up and put it in that glass. Leave that glass in the sun for 24 hours. And then the next day, after 24 hours, you can leave it on your patio. You could leave it on the window where there's a lot of sunlight. You go out to your garden or your grass and you put that salt water with that intention into the dirt to be given to Mother Earth to bless. Very, very powerful ritual. Okay, again with salt. So the first one is ideas and intuition. The second one is journaling those ideas and into thoughts and divine guidance and divine downloads that are coming to you. Write them down. And then remember, my darlings, that God is your source. God is your source. You know, every prayer is always heard and always answered. So leave it in God's hands. Just make sure that with an open heart, you set your intention out, whatever it is. When your heart is pure and you are grateful, know that the big guy up there is in charge and everything will work out accordingly in divine timing. So everything you need will be supplied to you. Beautiful, beautiful cards for those of you, my darlings, that picked the suit of 2. And remember the jade stone. Super, super powerful for increasing your fortune, for grounding your energy, for enhanced maturity and equality in relationships, and for luck and for happiness. Beautiful. Now for the very last suit, my darlings, that picked the suit of 3. Okay, let's see what Spirit has for us. So I see what's happening here. They're going backwards, okay, because of the way I'm picking them up. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards for all suits. Now, the stone that was in suit 3 is the lapis lazuli. And this is a very, very, very powerful stone. This lapis lazuli was given to me by a very special friend. She was like a sister-in-law. She was the wife of my cousin. Her name was Linda. And she was very, very spiritual. And she brought me this. It called out to her. And often when you are buying a stone, or for yourself or someone, the stone will call you. Okay, so I've kept this very sacred to me because Linda has since passed on, and every time I touch this lapis lazuli, I bless her in the spirit world, and and obviously communicate with her when I'm able. So the lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli helps with enhanced intellectual ability. So if you're feeling like your mind is fogged down, you have too much pressure on your mind, the lapis lazuli is very, very good for that. It is a beautiful stone for stress reduction. It's a beautiful stone for spiritual awareness. As far as healing properties in the body, the lapis lazuli is very good for the throat chakra, for any throat related issues, thyroid related issues. It's good for support if you suffer from migraines or headaches, inflammation or skin issues, and also if you have problems sleeping. The lapis lazuli is also very good for that. And the third eye and the throat are the two chakras that the lapis lazuli can awaken. And just very quickly, the jade is very good for the heart chakra. So holding it up to your heart will awaken the heart chakra and help you to be in alignment with the heart. And also the rose quartz is also very good for the heart chakra. Okay, so let's go on to the messages for those of you that picked the suit of 3. So for those of you that picked the suit of 3, very beautiful, beautiful message coming from the angels, and it's friendship. So you are being asked to not seclude yourself. So if you are in seclusion and you haven't been talking to people or friends, then the angels are guiding you to open your heart up and to communicate more with your friends. Especially those friends who are tried and true, who have been with you as a friend for many, many years. And family can also be like friends. Partners can also be like friends. Open up that communication, and you will find that you'll get some amazing support, and not only support, inspiration and guidance that will come from talking to others and fostering friendship. And I'm also feeling, for those of you that picked the suit of 3, there could be some new friends that are coming into your life at this time. So if you happen to be somewhere or speak to a neighbor or speak to somebody and you're really resonating with them, then it would be wise to invite them for a cup of coffee, because it's always good to have people around us who are inspiring us and giving us new knowledge and wisdom and helping us to grow. Okay, this card is also asking that you be a great support and friend to others in your lives who hold space for you. Beautiful card. The second card that each of you got that picked the suit of 3 is motivation. Beautiful. Pray for guidance as to how to increase your enthusiasm for and focus on a particular project, situation, circumstance. So if you are feeling that you haven't been motivated, Spirit is asking you to pray for the guidance and the support that you need to be more motivated in your life. Whether that is in a relationship, whether that is in your livelihood, in your vocation, whether that is in with learning, with your job, you're needing motivation, you could be tired. Ask Spirit, ask the angels, ask the divine. Remember that no prayer is ever gone unheard, and it is always answered. Not always how we wish, but it is always answered and in divine timing. So this is a time for you to get motivated. And if you're having a hard time doing that, ask for guidance and support to help you get motivated in your life. Okay? Now, the very last card, for those of you that picked the suit of 3, beautiful card, have courage and ask for and accept help. Have courage and ask for and accept help. Asking for help is a sign of strength, okay? Don't feel that because you ask for help from someone that you're weak. Not at all. Not at all. It's a sign of strength. As is accepting it as it is offered to you. So you know how sometimes people will say, oh, let me help you. Oh, no, I can do it myself. No, allow people to help you. Allow people, because that's an equal exchange that becomes a give and take, right? Energy in, energy out. Very often when we ask God for help, prayers are unanswered through, often when we ask God for help, prayers are answered through others. So, we're praying and God is sending us this, these divine earth angels in our life to help us. And then when they're around us, and this could be family, this could be partners, this could be loved ones, but then when they help us, we don't receive the help. But it's all part of that initial prayer that we ask for. That person may help us find another path, or may help us with an occupation, or with studying, or with some great concepts that we could really use in our life that will help us with the prayer that we initially asked for. Okay? So my darlings that picked the suit of 3, be sure to accept the assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. Okay? So again, the equality and the equal give and take, okay, of energy exchange that we give to others and others give to us. Well, my darlings, there you have it. That was your special reading for the week of September 22nd to 28th. This is a powerful week with very, very strong energies of this beautiful, powerful new moon, partial solar eclipse. It's partial, light and dark. So allow the dark to come up, sit with it, hold space for it, and then replace it with the light, with all that you wish to manifest. Remember to do the salt rituals that I mentioned in the beginning. They are amazing. I can swear by them. I use them often. And I wish all of you a super fantastic, fabulous week ahead. Many, many blessings to all of you. Please, please make sure to like, to share, to subscribe to my channel in exchange for the energy of this reading. It always helps the algorithms to bring my posts up. Thank you so very much to all of you. Wishing you a beautiful week ahead. All my love. Namaste.